Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Sherry.
Hello, I'm Brooke.
We actually started the intro correctly this time.
You know, sometimes that's why you're here, right? That's why you watch two people talk so that they go back and forth.
Because we blabber. Uh, Before we forget, those of you who are only watching the Xena series, please like, comment, subscribe. Go to Brooke's Patreon where you can find full episodes there.
Yeah, we have all the uncut episodes, so if you didn't see a part or you're like, I can't do the blur, that's where you can watch it without that.
Yeah, I have to do a lot of blurring
Yes.
because of copyright. And so far, they've been going up first try, no problem, after I got through the movies. So
Yeah.
after we
Yeah, I
figured
feel
out
like
the formula.
I feel like a lot of the beginning stuff gets more views, so that's why the companies are a little more protective of it. I've noticed the farther into Buffy I get, the little longer I can make some of the clips. I'm getting away with some 12-second ones now.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, and I was telling you off recording that I've got Dexter New Blood ready to go up. It's going up today. You guys won't see, well, you'll see this way later, but but I wasn't sure how the editing would go for it because I'm using the 10-second rule for it,
mhm.
and I had a flag, and so I went to look and see what the flag was. I was like, please don't be the video, please don't be the video. It's the music. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
we can live with
You're
that.
like, good, I can take that out. Let's go.
I leave the music up as long as they're not blocking the
Yeah.
whole video itself. I don't care about copyright claims. So
Yeah, I'm uploading Die Hard to YouTube and Patreon after this, and I know there's some music in there that's gonna get, even though I edit it very down, I'm like, there's a couple seconds that I know are gonna get claimed. That no way that Christmas song gets through.
well, did you know? And it might be public domain now, but it might still be covered under patent. Happy Birthday, that song. You have
Mm,
to pay money if you're
that's why
going
they
to
don't
use it.
sing it on anything. That's
Hey,
why every time there's a birthday episode of anything, they're singing for He's a
today's your
Jolly Good
birthday.
Fellow or something, because that song costs money.
I
So
think the
did you know the
Beatles.
the smiley face is trademarked?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I worked at a place that had a product that was like a yellow fuzzy bag with like a black smiley face on it,
Uh-huh.
and there's a trademark on it, so the product page got like taken down on Amazon and stuff like that. So you have to like
Wow.
not call it a smiley face to like get around that, but technically the smiley face is still like,
Here's a bag with a face on it.
yeah, you're like face bag. You can't use smiley face.
Disney has a special team for going after folks who are using their images and trademark words. Some words you can't trademark, but some you can. They go hard after folks who are,
Yeah, because they don't have enough
mm,
money.
yeah.
So
But
sad.
they worked hard for their images that they have. Why should somebody
Mm,
else make money off of it?
but I don't
It
know. I'll just say I won't say that you should steal things off the internet and resell them. I don't think you should do that. But if
they
you
I
want
was
to
going to
watch
say
something,
they could pay to use the image.
yeah. Sometimes though, I don't care. I don't care that much. It's
So
like when you're stealing from a small artist, I care. When you're stealing from Disney, I don't care that much. Like I just don't.
a lot of
They
folks are
destroy
like,
the world.
why does Penn State only have one whiteout? So their football games, they have one whiteout a season. And a lot of folks don't realize that the whiteout is copyrighted or trademarked or whatever the official term is for it. So Penn State has actually got a contract in place to be able to do one a year, and that's why they only have one whiteout. But you'll hear the coach call for everybody to wear white. They just can't call it a whiteout.
Yeah. Well, that's why like I would never tell you guys to pirate movies that you want to watch on Disney Plus. I would never tell you to do that.
A
But
little
like,
Deadpool there.
you shouldn't,
You shouldn't.
but you could because it's out there. I'm not saying you should, but sometimes
Now,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Napster and some of those type of programs got in big trouble because they were providing this loophole and not paying the artist, but they were getting all the money.
Yeah.
And so if you're making money off of pirating stuff, you're going to get in big trouble.
Yeah, don't do that. But like,
Yeah.
you're downloading something for you, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. No, it's one of those things where it's like, don't steal from small business. That's fucked up. Steal from Hobby Lobby. They're homophobic. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, by the time this goes up, my crowd will probably know that I've been studying Pisanki, which is the Ukrainian egg decorating type of thing where they
Hmm.
do the designs and dye it in a certain method. I've been studying it, and they've been talking about don't steal designs from
Yeah.
well-known artists because they've worked hard on their designs, type of thing.
Yeah, you always give credit. Like if you're like
Yeah,
trying to recreate someone's design, like just give them credit.
yeah, yeah,
I think that's a big thing there. But like, yeah, I'm just like, you know, everyone knows the rules, okay? Like Disney is not gonna pay their park employees well anyway, so like don't feel bad.
yeah,
Like I hate to say it, but like their employees who work in their parks live in their fucking cars in the parking lot. Like they don't give a fuck.
yeah.
You getting Disney Plus is not gonna change that, is all I'm saying.
Well, and didn't Disney have a recent strike from their
Oh,
workers because of the way they're
yeah.
treated? As,
Yeah, I don't think it changed much.
no, but if you read some of the contract stuff, it's like, whoa,
Well, and they have the whole college program where they just like, listen, I have a friend who did it. She really enjoyed her experience,
that's
but
good.
it's just free labor. They're just doing it's the same thing as internships. They're both fucked. You should be
Oh,
getting paid.
you brought up the free labor. So you remember when Tiger King was the thing?
Yeah, he also was awful.
He was awful, but the camera crew really skewed Big Cat Rescue, which is
Oh yeah.
Carol Baskin's sanctuary, and you know it was skewed, but they also didn't talk about the difference between sanctuaries and roadside zoos, and
Yeah, it was
you
no, I was like, this is really fucked up.
yeah, well, people were getting upset about the free labor that Carol has at the sanctuary. And I was like, that's how nonprofits work.
Yeah, that's
Nonprofits work off of
volunteering.
volunteers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like being mad if I go and volunteer at my local animal shelter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? That's my choice. They're
Well,
not
and
pretending it's a fucking job.
they can't be successful at whatever that is without the support of
Yeah.
the people willing to give their time for it.
No, I felt weird in that show when I saw the part where she talked about how she met her husband, who she didn't kill, by the way, for the psychos. Um,
Well,
and it was like, well, he was pointing a gun at me and said to get in the car. So I
yeah,
got in the car, and then people were mad at her and like, well, why did she get in the car? But
sh-
Cody's got a gun. You know.
she she's got some weirdness. We will
He's
not
weird.
deny that.
That's fine. But like that story was fucking insane where he's like, get in the car and you can
Yeah,
hold this gun on me. And two people are like, she could have just said no. To a man with a gun when you are 19?
yeah,
Are you insane?
yeah,
Like I'm like, this man is not okay. He went up to a young girl on the street and like was like, here, hold this gun on me
yeah.
and
I
get in
agree
my
with you.
car. She
I,
was kidnapped.
kind of
I
a
she got
reversed kidnapped.
I think she got so much shit, and I'm not saying she's a good person. I obviously do not know her personally.
Right.
But the fact that I was watching like misogyny, like the internalized misogyny of so many women fucking defending Joe fucking Exotic over an actual woman who was brought into a car at 19 at gunpoint by like a 40-year-old man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Well, in the harem that the other dude had, Doc, Doc, whatever.
Yeah, he's an actual cult leader. Like, there are people who have escaped him and been like, it is a cult. And they're like, that's fine.
Well,
But
and after the
Carol,
show, he
the
got in
woman
trouble
doing
legally.
it, yeah, the woman doing it, that's too far. Joe Exotic can meth out a bunch of teenage boys and then marry them. But Carol Baskin's husband was a drug dealer who disappeared. Like,
And
I'm sorry, it's fucking insane the way they edited that show. Was it not compelling?
maybe she killed him, but there's no evidence of it.
There's actually evidence she didn't kill him. That has come out recently, is all I'm saying. I saw some
Oh, I
stuff.
haven't seen that. I've seen.
There's some stuff that he's probably alive.
Oh, I haven't seen that part. Okay,
Yeah. It's a whole
but
thing. I'm like, editing is amazing, but like, and I understand you made a compelling show, but it's crazy if you like turn off your
they can
content
skew it.
brain to understanding that documentaries are not facts and like they still edit it to tell you a story. And so many people do not understand that and they're like, well, it's a documentary, so it's true. And I'm
I
like,
got
no,
no. It's a skewed documentary.
no.
The Cecil Hotel, which is based on the murder of Lisa, or I always get her name wrong.
Liza, the girl with the elevator, and she looked like
Yes,
she was talking to herself. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. I got upset because the way they edited it, it made it look like the cops were incompetent. Whereas you get to the end of it and you're like, they had this information with the cops all along. Why didn't they let the audience know about it rather
Yeah,
than,
no, because they want to tell a specific story.
yeah,
And it's like there are plenty of stories where the cops are incompetent. Go tell that one. I've seen
that's
it.
true.
Like, you don't have to make that up. But like, yeah, no, it
But
was
don't make
all
them incompetent when they're not.
that's like go to
Dahmer,
one of those. I didn't watch this
Dahmer,
one.
they
I felt bad for the families who were upset, so I didn't watch it, but I did hear it was good.
the show is done well, but there are some things that did not happen that
Okay.
they did in the show. And part of it was with law enforcement, making law enforcement look even worse than they already were. They were bad.
They were
In
bad in that case.
in
But
that case, they were bad, but the show made them even worse than they actually were. So,
I I watched some documentary that I thought was fake on Netflix. It was like a true crime show where they were like following people on like a case, like cops. But I was like, it was such like a new camera and like so shot like a movie. And then the police were just like touching shit at like scenes and like breaking down door and then I was like, is this real? Because like this can't be what you do. And I kept researching it and it is real. And I'm just
oh,
like, it's the most confusing show to watch because it's shot like a TV show, like that's fake, but it's a following one of those ones where they follow people. I don't know. It's on Netflix and it has a lot of weird reviews. Everyone's like, what is this show?
what's going on?
I
Don't
only watched the
Fuck with
first
Cats is
episode.
good.
I've heard of that one.
It's real. It's very disturbing, but it's good.
Yeah, I don't do well with animal abuse.
Yeah, well,
But it's
that
the one where
happens in the
they were
first
fucking with
episode.
cats. Yeah, and then the internet was like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah. But it also shows how internet sleuths can be helpful versus the Cecil
Yeah,
Hotel showed
where they make
how
it worse.
internet sleuths were not helpful. But yeah. Okay.
Do you think the
We
people who tuned in for Xena have been enjoying our commentary on true crime and documentaries, which Xena is neither?
I was going to say we're 15 minutes in. Um,
Yeah, guys, listen.
I'll put a timestamp in for our fix.
If you'd like to skip us talking about documentaries and true crime, please skip 15 minutes ahead. Thank you.
But
Whatever. It's fascinating to me.
you never know what folks are going to watch because
Yeah.
I've had folks that I figured were going to tune out way before, and they comment on something I've said, and I was like, "Oh, you watched all that? Okay,
Okay. Yeah. I'm like,
okay."
sick.
So
Okay, but
Xena,
Xena, my queen.
we're on Xena, episode 2 of season 1, and this was also September 11th. So right after
Ooh.
All That Glitters, and
Oh, so they had a solid block of television.
yeah, they had the Hercules was first, Xena was second. I think almost always.
Is that because they thought if they showed Xena first, people wouldn't watch Hercules because less people seem to talk about that show? Probably
No,
not that early on, right? It just probably was like
that's just
continues
the
the story.
spin-off
Yeah,
format. You had the original show and then the spin-off.
that makes sense.
So I don't know how like Vampire Diaries and the originals did theirs. I didn't even know that the originals was a spin-off. I watched it first.
Yeah, I didn't watch the original. Once I got through Vampire Diaries last year, I was like, I can't do this. Can't. Because I can't. This was a lot. Like, if
the
I had
originals
watched it
the
as a
originals is
teen,
better.
if I had watched it as a teen, I will say this and we will get back on track, I swear. I skipped it. I went Twilight, True Blood, and I skipped the middle phase of Vampire Diaries. I think that is the phase I you should watch them in. But Vampire
Okay.
Diaries is kind of a lot. It's like Pretty Little Liars with vampires. It's hard. It's a
Well,
long show.
getting back to Zeta, we were in a hurry last time we recorded, and so I didn't get to tell some of the facts that I had for
Mm-hmm.
you. We covered a little bit of them, but we've got Rob Tappert was talking about how he picked the chakram. And
Mm-hmm.
the quote is, I had a book of ancient weapons and saw this weird discus called the chakram. And I said, let's give her this because it can return and we'll never have another character use it. So it'll be hers specially.
Mm-hmm.
John Schulian, who is one of the writers, said he hated it, said we should cut around it. I told him that weapon is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's her
Yeah, it's
signature
sick.
piece.
He's right. And the other guy was wrong.
So that was Rob Tappert's idea, and he stuck to his guns on it.
Good.
Some other information: Quentin Tarantino has stated he's a huge fan of Xena.
Oh my god, he was just in something I was watching or reacting to. What? Oh my god, I was watching Alias and he was in it.
Okay,
Yeah, he's has a reoccurring character on that show. And
he's
I was looking at him and I was going, who the hell is this man? I
he's so
know this
familiar.
man. And finally I looked it up and I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Quentin Tarantino. I'm so fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's got a
But that's
very
what
distinct look.
I think of him behind the camera, I think. I don't think of
Yeah.
him as an actor, so
Yeah, kind of like Taika Waititi. I
right.
first heard of him as a director, so it's weird to see him as an actor.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I know this person. Also, he's much younger in Alias, obviously,
Yeah,
than he
yeah.
yeah. But
Gabrielle was originally supposed to be played by a different actress, Sunny Doench. I don't know her.
mm-mm. I thought
Um,
the girl did well, the girl who played her for a one-off.
yeah. So Renee O'Connor, who we'd seen before, she is the one who played Gabrielle.
Okay.
Xena's horse Argo, which I don't think we got Argo's name in the episode, but that's the horse's name. Argo is played by Tilly,
Tilly.
and Tilly has done many of the close up shots with Lucy Lawless. She also has a body double named Mac,
Good. Don't overwork the horse.
who was used in second unit long shot type stuff. And then she also has a stunt double named Barbie.
Barbie. Hey,
And
Barbie.
Barbie did the most tricks, such as kicking and rearing and that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
That makes
So
sense.
I thought it was kind of cool that Argo Argo's actress Tilly um,
Respect her.
has a body double and a stunt double.
I think that makes sense because, like, as much as you can train animals, like, some are going to be better at certain things.
Right, right. And you still need to watch the villain because that horse steals the show.
I love the horse movies. You should watch My Best Friend.
The
It's
the
a horse
villain
movie.
the villain is it has the best horse actor I've ever seen, but it also has Arnold Schwarzenegger as a cowboy and Kirk Douglas, who's Michael Douglas's dad, and Anne Margaret, who is the vixen. She was in Grumpy Old
Uh,
Men and
Never seen it.
oh, Anne Margaret is an old Hollywood vixen.
Uh, well, in
So,
My Best Friend, the horse talks. So,
okay.
oh, it's one of the worst, best movies I've ever seen. That's
You
all
said
I'll
that.
say.
The theme song for Xena is a Bulgarian women's choir singing in the background. The English lyrics translate to this: the warrior princess rides alone, her past drives her from shame. Against the forces of a dark world, she fights for good, not for fame. Horns sound her coming, blare her name. Make way, the warrior, cheer. Drums beat a rhythm, let villains beware. The warrior princess is here.
I'm here for her building a girl squad. So, I hope that happens.
We'll see if she gets a girl squad.
I want a girl squad.
Some other things I noted: Xena translates in Greek to foreigner, and
Okay,
then Gabrielle translates in Hebrew to messenger of God.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
I'll have to see how that reflects on their characters.
yeah. We've talked about some of the influences that Hercules had on his show from martial arts, film, and background. And one of the movies that we talked about was The Bride with White Hair, which neither of us have seen. The story is about a female warrior. And so that's where he got the inspiration for Xena.
Okay.
And Xena was actually supposed to die at the end of the trilogy.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that last time, and I was like,
Okay.
that's stupid.
I wasn't sure if I had mentioned that. So,
Yeah, I think you did because I know it, and I wouldn't know it unless you told me. Yeah, and that's
okay.
stupid.
Yeah.
That would be dumb.
All right.
Bad
This episode is called Chariots of War.
horsies, more horsies.
Maybe that's what we typically think of with chariots, right?
Tina's a horse girl.
Any other guesses for this episode?
It could be a race of some kind or a joust. Though I don't think they use chariots on jousts. So it's more likely it's a race. What if it's Fast and Furious, but they're in chariots?
Or gladiator style again?
Yeah. Yeah, because I know like jousting didn't use chariots. They rode on the horses. Or at least
Right.
that's what Game of Thrones taught me.
Yeah. But that typically joust is on the horse, not
Yeah.
on a chariot. But who
So
knows?
I'm
They could
hoping
mix
for
things
some
up.
kind of race could be cool.
Okay. Any other thoughts on Xena before we get started?
No, I'm ready. Let's go. Also, they're probably ready. They're
I was going
like
to say 25
they're
minutes
like
in.
shut up and watch the show. Like, yeah, yeah. Don't tell me what to do.
All right, here we go. Oh, and what I was going to say before I switched screens, we still don't know if Xena is really good or bad or all that kind of stuff. We saw her try to get rid of her past, but then she put it back on again. So,
Yeah. I think it was, yeah, to me, I took that as her thinking she needed to give up being a warrior to atone for what she's done, and then realizing she could still be herself and use her skills to atone for what she's done.
yeah.
That's how I took it.
All right. Let's go ahead and switch screens.
She was Xena, a mighty princess. Her courage will change the world.
I feel like it's more color.
And then do you know what happened?
No, I forgot she loves to run her mouth. I can't wait.
Their branches intertwined. I find the strongest trees in the forest stand alone. You don't have to be strong all the time.
Damn, drama.
What's wrong with this place?
Hello, beautiful.
Men are
This place
creepy.
sounds good. Don't forget about me. I won't. Yeah.
She's never coming back. Goodbye.
Almost looks like a papusa. Papusa? Is that the word? Hi, Tilly.
She's like, I'm acting.
Leave me
I
alone.
think she knows she's acting.
I think so, because they practice the same thing over and over.
Yeah, or she's like, why are we doing this again? Thank God those kids are hitting that stick into another stick.
Like this.
I think Dad's handsome.
What?
He's got 3 kids. He should be careful. Fireballs.
Does that mean we're going back to Troy?
Don't hit your sister's hands.
No matter what happens, this is our home now.
Dead-eyeing him down. Like, you hit my hand, you're dead. Oh God, what's gonna happen to one of these kids? I'm just not prepared. Like, she's a wooden horsey.
Made a grapevines, yep.
Yo, that kid's got a dead-ass stare. She knows something's wrong. Since only I have skill and the ability to hear. Are they ghosts?
No, it's the problem with hills.
Oh. She's like, bro, I'm not dumb. I know what I saw. Uh-oh.
Got some chariots.
Y'all hear that now?
Wait, where did the trees come from?
Yeah. Also, like, no one else heard the horses and chariots, is all I'm saying. This kid is so much smarter than you.
Well, she hasn't spoken yet. I love his eyes.
His eyeliner is on point.
I just love the blue eyes.
They're making it, the eyeliner helps them pop.
I actually like this episode. I'll have to tell you later why, but...
August, where's your brother?
I don't know. Not my problem. Get wrecked.
Act surprised, kid.
She'll never have the element of surprise, but I don't think she needs it.
No, her element is intimidation.
Yeah. Get
Donkey kick.
Why do they want to bring down this barn?
You'll find out.
Barn. Leave the poor people alone. That would hurt so bad. Bye, kid.
Well, he's been working on it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, bro, it wasn't that sturdy.
Archers! Fire!
She's like, is that a joke? I want her to catch it. Yeah! She's so cool. Ow. She's so cool. Imagine catching an arrow with your bare hand.
I know.
I'd die. But
And it wasn't a arrow, it was 2 arrows with both hands.
Wow.
Warlords.
So we've already seen several of these scenes already.
Yeah, they tend to use scenes from the earlier episodes, I think.
She
Yeah.
was Xena,
Just because they're probably putting it
mighty
together
princess
sooner.
forged in the heat of battle.
Yeah. She is so pretty.
Kill him! Yeah, that
Changed the
weapon's
world.
so cool. People are great. Whoever was like, that's bad. Like, I'm sorry that you have bad ideas. You should be fired.
That writer. And he's like a main series writer.
Not here. Not in my house.
Okay, well, if we get attacked, you're not gonna save us. You're just gonna get knocked out again.
Ripping the
I wonder
leather.
if yeah, and you're not supposed to, like, take it out, right? I don't know.
It's all
They don't
right,
have
I
modern
know.
medicine.
She'll tell you.
Put a poker in the fire.
Oh, ow. Ew.
Gotta cauterize.
Hate that. You guys want to see my wound?
Boo.
Out. Out.
Do we have to?
Yes.
We want to watch her die.
Warlord. He's laid claim
I
to
don't
our
like
lands.
it.
The arrow didn't pass through.
Good.
No,
Nope.
it's bad.
Yeah, because you have to
You
push
have
it
to
out.
through.
Yep.
I don't think I could do that.
If
Because
you
if you pull it
pull,
back, it's gonna be way worse.
right. Yep.
Ew, guys, I can't. I know they're not
No,
gonna
break
show
the
it, but
arrow.
even the it's hard. Even the sound. I don't do good at like bloody, gory stuff. I just don't.
Pull out the shaft.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Ugh. I watch it, but I hate it. It's so visceral and
Thank the
real,
gods that's
even though
over.
it's not. Yeah.
Not quite.
Yucky.
Hit the poker.
Ew. I'm watching.
You're not gonna just...
Ow. I just don't handle it well. Which maybe means I should react to more things that have it because it's funny. But, like, it's hard.
At least we've got the recordings working correctly so they can see you going, ew.
That's me watching, like, when I watched Grey's Anatomy, I would fast forward through the surgery parts and just get to the story part. I was like, ew, no. Whoa. I like the little glass
Leave us.
beads.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have the hair type for dreads, though. That's gonna kill your hair. I'm gonna assume it's extension.
Yeah,
Chariots will be pleased.
I think it's a mix for most of the actors, but
Yeah.
definitely some
The desire to
extensions
kill.
for everybody.
A woman. You think
Not
that will
be
impress
like,
the
oh,
god
you
of
killed a
war?
woman.
He will not choose you merely because you're my son.
Aries
You must
back to
prove
be a
yourself
dick.
worthy.
He's too handsome to just be a bad guy, is all I'm saying. But there's a lot of good looking people in this show, so I can be wrong.
Yeah, but he's got some of the prettiest eyes.
Well, they also didn't give him, like, an insane helmet or ugly ass hair. Like, his hair's not great, but, like, you know what I mean with the people with the creepy mohawks and stuff?
They're purposely showing his face, and
They
yeah.
want you to know he's hot.
Yeah.
Are you dead?
I like how they're using the furs as a blanket because that's how they probably would have done it back then.
She's gonna die, Agnes. If she
Poke her
does.
with a stick.
I don't know what you guys are arguing about. It'll take more than an arrow to get rid of me.
Father, she's away.
Tattletale.
She likes kids.
She has a soft spot, which could be bad, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure
She forgot about you.
It's not a gift.
What? Oh.
You have to pay him.
I jammed this big
feather.
Okay, sorry, I want to teach them how to defend themselves from a giant.
Do you travel with your family?
I don't have a family.
I wish
You
I
got
could ride
annoying
with you.
blonde girl.
No, you don't.
She doesn't consider her family yet.
Sleep.
Yeah, she's like family
I don't often
adjacent.
share a meal with you.
I don't know, family can be annoying.
Yeah, true. Oh, he's so cute. Too many cute men in this
What's
one.
your name?
She doesn't talk.
No?
Not since we lost her mother.
Sir, she's not gonna be your new wife. Back off. There's too many important things to do.
We have to talk.
Why?
Why is that woman still here? She's
She
not
got
one of us,
shot?
Darius. Your house has been without a woman for a long time, but this is not the answer. By keeping her here, you break
Yeah,
your
it's
oath.
not the answer. He's just being helpful.
She's no warrior. She's a murderer, a killer.
She saved your kid and all your people.
As soon as she's
Oh,
able to
you
run,
could
she'll leave.
watch yourself.
I hope for your sake she recovers quickly.
Is that a threat? Knock your dumbass hat off. He's like, I'm gonna go.
She's quick like that.
You can't be
She's like a
capable of
ninja.
leaving in your condition. Your friend can take care of herself for a few days. You need more rest.
Maybe.
Look, if we're
She could get in some trouble.
She can talk her way out of trouble too, remember?
That's true.
Your past is your past.
But sometimes talking stops
Xena, I
working
know,
and you
risked her
need
life
your
to save my son.
scary friend.
That's who. Are you so brave that you fear someone caring for you?
No, I'm so, like, messed up. So she was just in too much pain to get on a horse. If she fights right now.
That's not going to do anything.
Sir, that is a big fire. Maybe she'll make another friend to add to my dream girl squad.
It's a bit early for a celebration.
Let me buy you a mug of ale.
No,
You'll owe
thank
me.
you.
Gossip alone would send this town reeling.
Is that a yes?
He's like, I don't
Remind
know
me
what you're
customary
talking about.
sins of the word.
I can be your friend.
Oh, no, thank you.
And you'd better
No,
back
thank
off before I
you.
find her.
The warrior princess.
Yeah.
I like it. I can be a friend to both of you.
No. No.
And I'm looking for my boyfriend. Big, strong, jealous type. And there he is now. He's resting
Oh, not him.
after polishing his giant, lethal sword collection.
Oh, God. I mean,
Pretend you know me.
okay, we asked first.
He's like,
Hey,
no
Xena's
problem.
back. Oh, no, she's not back. She's at their place still. I thought she just bursted into the bar.
I thought silos are usually made of stone, not
We don't
burlap.
need you to fight.
Who else, Darius?
Yeah, maybe because they're
No,
poor.
I meant we don't want you to fight. Tannis just told me they're giving us a peace offer. We're meeting them in town.
A peace offer? They burned all your food
Don't be
I know.
foolish. Cygnus only respects
because
power.
you existed.
Xena, something changed you. Maybe we can change them. Can't you see that this is our
I don't
last
think
hope
they're all
before
gonna
bloodshed?
sleep with Hercules.
It's reassuring, isn't it? Please.
Because that was the moment of change.
That was the moment. If you didn't know,
So,
it wasn't her realizing
how
what she
long
was
have you seen
doing
each
was
other?
wrong.
Gabrielle.
It's no wonder the way you kiss. What brings you to this place?
Drama.
I'm looking for my best friend.
He shot your
Have you seen
friend.
her? Her name's Xena.
Oh, this is bad.
No. Sorry. This friend of yours, you.
But he thinks he
you
just
close?
killed Xena.
Are you kidding?
Oh. He's
If
like,
anyone
damn, I
can
don't
take
think she's
care of
gonna want to
herself, it's
date me
Xena.
now.
So what do you do?
I
Kill
work for my
people.
father. I took over for my brother after he died in battle.
Oh,
He
he
makes me
doesn't
do things I
want to
never
kill
thought I would.
people. I think.
Things I
I don't
regret.
know.
He's
My
given that
mother always
air.
wanted me to, but she couldn't expect me to pay for that with my future.
Yeah,
Damn, get through to
It's
him.
very insightful.
It's a gift.
Maybe I'll see you around sometime.
Okay, bye, murderer. Except he didn't kill anyone. Sweetie, no. Yes, he's very pretty.
I'm ready.
But he got a whole box of issues.
Whole box of issues.
What were your dumb peas?
What?
Not gonna work.
I just don't think that you should wear this to the meeting.
Okay, you don't tell me what I wear. Ew, he's not gonna put her in his dead wife's clothes, is he? This is getting weird.
But look, it's a beautiful shade of blue.
This should fit you.
Okay, but and it's a beautiful shade of no protection
I've
when they
never
try to
worn anything
kill
like this
her.
before.
It belonged to her.
Even more reason why I shouldn't wear it. I don't want to spoil it.
It is getting weirder. Pick a different one.
My wife's. I want you to wear it.
Hint, hint.
If this was a Criminal Minds episode, he'd like be killing women in that dress. Is all I'm saying. The wind is like, girl, you need a blowout.
And kill them all.
Yeah, there it
Make me
is.
proud of you, my son. Make Ares proud.
Now she has to beat you up in a dress? That's gonna be even more embarrassing for you. Because she will win.
Them all.
Ares is not gonna be impressed. Oh no, now they're wearing the stupid hats.
Not quite. Don't taunt your brother.
But it's so much fun.
You're gonna get hit with a fireball, bro. Why'd she have dresses like that and the rest of them dress
Looks like
in
we're ready to
burlap
vote.
sacks? That's all I'm saying.
She might have made her own dress.
Maybe. But she got like really blue fabric from this place where
Yeah.
I don't know. That would probably be expensive. But maybe it's before all the fighting started and they had more money. Wow, you're just gonna kill all these people? That's fucked, bro. You don't even want to do that, puka
Oh,
shell and a hair
While
man.
we wait for the others to arrive.
Bro, she's not even dead.
We could try
And he knows her name now.
Watch
Yeah,
it,
and he knows her friend now, so it's gonna be
In the
even
basement,
worse,
there's no
right? She's not
wires.
just a
She could
nameless
ruin
person.
everything.
I thought that.
It's all right.
She's like, sorry, I'm so hot, I'll steal all the attention.
We have to learn to live together. I'm so glad we can meet like this and talk
think
over
this
our
I'm
differences.
allergic to his bullshit.
My father has a... And it's my job to present it to
What, the
you.
henchman is making sure he says
I
it?
know you came here from Troy.
Right? Like,
You're
what kind of
tired
henchman
the
are
scourge
you?
of war. Just as you have resources others don't.
She's like, I don't think you should come in. Wasn't she already inside? Oh no, she ripped the dress. Like, they didn't care.
But she's got to be able to kick.
They're just hearing her, right? They don't see this. Oh, now they probably do.
She'd ruin everything.
Why do you have 10 of them on the other side of the door with swords? Like, do you have, like, logical thinking abilities? Like,
We'll get some more understanding. Even the sides of the bodice have ripped.
I know. She's like, I'm literally iconic. Yo, I swear if they get mad at her, I'm be so pissed. She should have just let them die then.
Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
Darius,
Oh my
those men
God.
were waiting
I'm
there
mad.
to slaughter you.
Do you think
I would have
like
rather they
running?
murdered
I
my
would love to pick up
children.
a
Thanks.
sword. I need to take my children to safety.
Well, it is harder when you have kids.
Do what I
involved.
have to do.
Put her armor back on now.
Have kids as a single parent.
The war
Yeah, I get
defies
it. That's
me and
Yeah.
still
complicated.
lives.
I get him wanting them to be safe.
You failed.
Yeah.
But at the
Kill you
same
right
time,
now.
like, they would have
No,
just
it
killed your
wasn't his
kid.
fault.
Then whose fault was it?
Mine.
Xena.
I couldn't bring myself to murder those helpless people.
Oh, he's taking the
My
fall.
son, the
He's not going to
coward.
blame Xena.
Damn.
You
Or at
You
least
actually
give
get some more
Xena up.
respect.
brother.
Oh, he did not just say, I wish you were your brother or whatever. That's fucked. The wind on her side?
You can't go, they'll hurt you.
Sorry, kid.
It's something to eat.
It was my
You
wife's
can still
favorite
change your
food.
mind, you know.
Yeah, I know it's not the last one to see them, though. That little girl hasn't talked yet. She has to
Yeah.
talk.
She hasn't talked, has she?
Please.
Otherwise,
please,
I don't see
excuse
the
this
point of
intrusion.
making it that she hasn't talked.
I've come to assure you that we were in no way
Might be
responsible for the
just
disruption.
Or at least
representation.
not pointing it out.
It was Xena.
Yeah, but they pointed it out, so that makes it feel
Xena.
important.
Yes, and peace you shall have very soon. All your people.
So he now knows that it's Xena that's
Eternal peace.
there.
Great.
Now go back to your flock and await the slaughter.
Oh, damn. He's like, yeah, just go. There's nothing you can
They're
do.
my
I
chariot.
am gonna kill you. Thanks. We'll schedule that in for Tuesday.
And Xena, a curse on our family. She killed your brother.
Oh.
But
Is his brother the
My
other
brother fell in
guy?
battle near Corinth.
Your brother
No,
was
his
murdered
brother's
by
dead.
Xena,
Yeah, but the guy she killed last time.
like a coward.
Oh,
She killed him when his
No,
back
it's just
was
a guy
turned.
we don't know.
right. Yeah.
I'm going
Okay.
with you. Let me avenge the death of my brother.
Things just got
How I
complicated.
long to see that fire in your eyes.
Did she really, though?
Come. It's time
She
for
probably
Xena
did.
to
She
die.
killed a lot of people.
She
But,
killed a lot
like-
of people.
But, like, prove it. She's like, I got a whole story for you.
In my little backpack and everything. Where'd those come from?
Where have you been? I've been
They
looking
look
all
great.
over for you.
I ran into
I
a little
got
trouble.
shot.
No, I'm not waiting around while you have all the fun.
Okay, honey,
on.
but you're not trained to do
You
anything.
going to just stand there all day?
She hasn't trained her to fight yet. We haven't had that montage. But maybe he'll see her and not want to do it.
I do like horses running in the water and chariots in the water spraying
Yeah.
off.
I think I might have found my tree in the forest.
Oh,
He's
God,
cute,
sweetie.
Sort of. And then he just gets up and leaves. Well, now I have no way
Drama.
of finding this guy again. What if I'm supposed to intertwine with him and have kids? Now I'll wind up some lonely, pathetic woman.
Honey,
like...
you've known him for 5 minutes.
Never mind. You haven't heard a
There's
word I said.
other fishies in the tree. See.
Wow!
She's trying to do the yell, but just go, whoa!
She's still going, whoa, whoa!
Yeah, as long as they don't shoot her with an arrow or something.
Getting those trumpets going.
Let's go faster. Oh, God. Now she got her own chariot.
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think she's in control of that horse.
Hold on, I'm coming!
Like, just don't fall.
Don't! Are you crazy?
Yeah, that is how that works.
Yeah.
With a frantic leap. Fast I can do.
He made it. What is there to complain about?
I know. I love the razor type things on the horses.
Yeah,
Mask.
those horses are like, we're scary.
Between you and I, with the yawning.
It's because we triggered the other ones.
I know.
I should have eaten breakfast. I think that's why I'm tired. But guys, I was invested in watching Big Brother, okay? It broke my heart anyway.
Oh no.
Danielle went home and it was dramatic. This isn't gonna come out till like July or February, and reindeer games will be long over.
Don't tell me that's him. Afraid so. Remind me to talk to you sometime about your taste in men.
He was nice when she met him.
I was gonna say.
I've waited a
Isn't
long
that always
time
how
for
it
this
is?
moment.
Have we ever met?
It was the Battle of Corinth. You killed my
I
son.
don't remember you.
You remember the name Stentor?
Stentor?
No.
He died trying to make peace.
Not true. He was a brave warrior,
Oh?
and you stabbed him in the back.
He came to me under a banner of peace. His own men killed him.
I love that, like, he was trying to make peace. And the other brother also wants to make peace.
Yeah.
They should just say screw their dad and be nice. But I also think it would be funny if she went, I don't know who that is. Like, I have no memory of who that is.
Do you know how many people I've killed?
Yeah, like, sorry, no, I don't remember you. Just not that memorable, man. Fucking
At least
farmer.
one more has to die, and if it has to be my cowardly son, so be it.
Their dad is taking out their family trauma on his son.
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck are you doing here? She got her ring back. Get fucked. See, like, some people, like the son, can be reasoned with. Some people, like the dad, cannot.
Yeah.
She's just gotta figure out who those are.
I would have died proud.
Okay, well now you'll die annoying. Congrats,
Call your
no
people
one will
together
miss you.
again.
Hey, the silo's back. I
Hey,
guess it
kid.
wasn't burlap, it was a woven.
Well, maybe
silo.
that means it's easier to fix, too.
Yeah.
50-50 we
you're
ever
leaving.
see him again.
Yeah.
His shoulder pads make him
wanted
look
to say to you
hunched.
that-
Yeah,
Well, that
it's probably heavy.
you know you did a wonderful thing today. You saved a lot of people.
Yeah, his dad died. He's probably going through a lot of
I
emotions
know
right
he
now.
was a terrible man, but he was my father.
Do you
That's
remember what
fair.
I said about making a choice? I have to go.
Okay, bye!
Gabrielle,
Yes?
Talked you into killing your dad, so you never...
thanks.
Well, I think she's going to be a heartbreaker.
Yeah, because, like, dude, I'm sorry, you're way too early in this show to be a final love interest, I think.
Can I talk to you?
Well, in the last episode, she left her fiance.
Yeah,
I
she's good at that.
I may have been guilty of a misjudgment. Not that
Maybe.
we agree with your methods.
Stupid ass hat.
Fine.
Fine.
Xena. Xena.
He was trying to apologize.
Can't leave.
It wasn't a very good apology.
I can
What's wrong?
Do it, kid.
stay.
Dad, she spoke.
Daddy, I want Xena to stay.
Okay, well, I have things to
I
do.
wish I could.
Don't you like us?
Of course she likes us.
No, I don't.
Now, kids, go. I have to talk to Xena for a moment.
Again, we met like yesterday.
I know. Hey, we only got so much time.
Them
So what
less
have we
than
got to
most.
talk about?
I have a family.
Yeah, I have a horse.
I hope you find your happiness.
I did. Just after
Yeah,
you
she
had
still
come
has a
around.
lot more atonement to do, to be fair. She killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
You don't get to, like, save 2 towns and be like, well, I did it.
Well, and the show would be over.
Yeah, that'd be fucking boring. You want to watch a show where Xena's their mom? They had to kill Hercules' kid so he
Yeah,
could be
fine.
interesting. I'm just saying.
We did like our brooding men back then.
They're like, yeah,
Do
he
you ever
can't have
miss
a
your
family and be cool.
Sometimes.
Well, between Hercules and Angel.
God. He's so broody.
Not on your life. Not on my life. Not till they make those things closer to the ground.
Buy her one of those mini ponies.
And that I really, really hate chariots.
I like that they do that little walk-off scene with their final thoughts. At least they've done it these 2 episodes that we watched.
It's kind of a nice wrap-up. I don't think there's a little thing at the end of this one, but just in case.
Probably not. Maybe for the horse.
See if there's any stuffed horses rather than stuffed elephants.
God, there was not an elephant. I call bullshit. Someone has to go through and screen cap the elephant.
Prove it.
Prove there was an elephant.
Nope. No disclaimer.
No.
All right, don't talk. Okay, you can talk.
It's gonna cut to that face, and they're gonna be like, "What is happening?" I really like this show.
What do you like about it?
I think and it's my own personal biases. I think I just relate to female characters more.
Okay.
So like I immediately like Xena, and I still don't know her friend's name.
Gabrielle.
I'm not that good. Gabrielle. Right. Like High School Musical. Okay. I'll remember it now. She's like Gabriella without the A. God.
Right. What did you relate to?
I find their stories and their acting and their characters a little more compelling. I don't know if I find Xena more compelling because, like, her and Hercules are both kind of doing the same thing, right? The shows are super similar. They go to, like, a new place and they help people.
They have different motives for doing what they're doing.
Yeah, their motives are different, and I think I find her motive more compelling than his. Like, his is fine, right? Like, he just wants to help people. That's literally it. And I think that's great, and there are people like that in the world. But, like, I think I find her having to struggle with who she was and who she is now, and, like, how she's atoning for past behavior a little more interesting. Because it does cause a few more conflicts with Hercules when he shows up to help. Even in the last episode we watched, like, they didn't super want his help at first, but none of them were like, ew, get the fuck out of here, Hercules. Versus, like, she has to kind of deal with the people she's helping not always even wanting her help.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little more interesting to watch the relationship dynamics there.
Yeah. She's Hercules is already the hero. She's the anti-hero.
Yeah, and I love me some anti-heroes. That's why like Taylor Swift was my most listening to on like every platform. I love that song.
Is she I was gonna say,
she has a song. She has a song where like she kind of talks about feeling like one, because like every time she's super successful, like she has a lot of self-doubt, and like people hate successful women, if you can believe it. So she does get a lot of hate and painted as like a snake and a villain. I know too much. We could do like a whole podcast on Taylor Swift.
Well, I was gonna say, you can tell I don't listen to Taylor Swift a lot. I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah. I had her first CD when it came out when I was like 12 or 13.
Okay.
But I don't know like all the lore. I just know like some of the lore behind songs and albums and stuff. But like I think I don't know, anti-heroes have just always been more compelling to me. Like that's why I like Deadpool. Like, right, he's not as clean cut as like a Captain America or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just find those characters more interesting to watch for myself, and more interesting to like see the decisions they make and why they make them.
Well, also, they're not worried about ruining their reputation. Their reputation's already ruined. So they're more likely to say and do stuff that's unexpected. Whereas the heroes, they've got their rep to protect, you know?
Yeah, and like I like characters like Cordelia and Buffy, who's just like sarcastic and like says it like it is and stuff like that. So like I like that Xena's just like, okay, like fuck you, like I'm gonna try to help anyway. But I don't know. I've just always liked, I like that she's kind of balanced, because she is like this very like strong female character, but they're not like, that doesn't mean she's not allowed to be like feminine and girly either.
Mhm.
which sometimes I feel like shows do that. They're like, well, you have to be basically a man but a woman or whatever, or like what they think a man would be, or you're annoying.
Mhm.
Which I joke about Gabrielle being annoying, but that's in love. Not in
Well,
act. She doesn't actually annoy me, but like that's like her. She's supposed to be the annoying sidekick, right? Who talks too much.
I was going to say the Daenerys character did annoy you.
Yeah, she did annoy me then. So she's found a different balance for it because she doesn't actually annoy me in this one. I find her like charming.
Well, in Daenerys, it was more of a bratty kind of annoying,
Yeah. With
whereas
this,
this annoying is she's just talkative.
yeah, if she needed Xena to save her all the time and was really demanding and like I don't think I'd like her, but she's more it's just like it feels like she's just someone who talks a lot and that's her skill and she uses it to get out of situations, so I like it
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I
Well,
like
and
that
she
she
used
has
it
a
again.
sidekick that is in every episode because I think their interactions, even if they weren't together too much this episode, I think it gives the show a little more oomph.
Well, and you know, so we've had 2 episodes of Xena, and yes, Gabrielle has been in both, and it seems like she's going to be in future ones. But we don't know. Is that going to break the pattern that we have with the Hercules series?
Yeah, I think because she joined her on the pilot, my assumption and guess right now is that she's like a sidekick in the whole thing.
Okay.
I could see it changing in a different season if they like killed her off or like the actress left or something.
Mhm.
But she gives sidekick vibes. Like she doesn't give go away and come back vibes, which I thought Eolus was giving at the end of Herc season 1, but then he wasn't in the last episode we watched, so I don't know.
That's true. I was going to say yes, he was. He took Petunia to the butcher, but that was the episode before.
Yeah, that was the one before. He wasn't in this season 2 of her or season 2 episode 2 of Hercules.
Right, right. You're right.
So that part's interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
I
So it
I don't
might
know.
be the writers are still experimenting.
Yeah. And I'm someone who loves like the found family trope and stuff, so the idea of like her and Gabrielle becoming like family and they I see the potential here.
Well, you already called them family, whereas Xena doesn't consider them
I've
family.
already decided they're family. She'll get over it. She'll get there. I'm ahead of her.
Whatever.
I can tell, okay, she has a soft spot for her already.
Yeah. Well, Gabrielle and Xena have good chemistry, like Aeolus and Hercules have good chemistry. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think having her be in, if she continues to be in all the episodes, I think that's a plus. Like, I think the episodes of Hercules with Aeolus are better.
The cats are doing
Cat's up to
something.
something.
Yeah.
They're always up to something.
Oh, cat fur baby news. That's good news. My one feral has been wanting to fetch for forever, and she finally did it the other night, and I got it on
Oh,
video. So it's on my
yay!
Instagram. It's on my what's my other? I
It's
put
like
it in 3 places.
Discord?
I don't advertise the Facebook one.
Uh,
Well, I put the link in Discord, but yeah, it's on Instagram, so you guys can find it there. But yes, this is my 3rd cat who now fetches.
oh. None
So
of my cats fetch. My cats are just, I have one that's annoying.
sorry about that squirrel. The kitty cat. So relating to it more, enjoying the chemistry more, and all of that. And you commented on the color. That's one of the things I like about this episode is blue is used so much. Xena's eyes are blue, but the blue dress, which looked great with the black hair and the blue eyes, and then the second lead guy, the bad guy, his
Mhm.
blue eyes, I just love. And then the other lead guy, the farmer, he's just my type. I like that. I like that
I
type of
just
guy.
I feel like the colors feel chosen a little more like with like meaning behind it in this show so far.
Hmm.
Like not just because it'll look good, but like there's times where I'm like, oh, this just feels like it's popping a little bit more. But it also could be the set we had on the last Hercules episode was all inside. So it's
Yeah.
like can be a little different. So
Yeah. Well, and it had like all sorts of color where this was
yeah, it was a
more
lot.
coordinated.
Yeah,
So
but that can change by episode. I just noticed it.
I also like the storyline of Gabrielle coming across the bad guy and not knowing he's the
Yeah.
bad guy.
Yeah, with that trope of fake boyfriend at the bar because someone's hitting
Yeah.
on me. That's a trope.
Go with it. Go with it.
But yeah, that was a funny way to see that trope play out.
Anything else about that episode?
I don't think any of those characters will be reoccurring, but I wouldn't mind if we saw any of them again.
Okay.
Maybe more towards the bad guy, he could like help them out because he's not a bad guy now. He's finding peace. But like I felt him and the Gabrielle had good chemistry, but I just think
Yeah.
it's too early to define relationships like that in these shows. So
And
I think it's very unlikely.
she
But we
left
might see the
flirting with
actor
him.
again.
That's
We
true.
might see the actors again as different people. So we'll see.
And some of the actors in this one we've seen in previous episodes, but I didn't write down which ones, just
That's
because,
okay. You know
yeah,
I'm not going to recognize them. It's
yeah.
not my strong suit.
If you had said he looks familiar, I would have looked it up real quick and said, yeah, that's because he was in da 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 da.
Yeah. No, I didn't recognize any of them.
And actually, I think it was the dad, bad guy dad. I can't remember for sure now, but one of the male characters was actually one of the gladiators in Gladiator.
Oh.
So I think it was the bad guy dad.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I don't think he had long hair in the Gladiator episode because I feel like I
No,
would have recognized him if he had the same hair, but in this one he had like the big brown.
no. Well, and I think that scarring was all prosthetic
That
and
makes
everything.
sense.
So, but he also died at the end of this episode, which is Xena killing a human.
Okay, but he was a bad guy. Like he wanted to kill a bunch of innocent people. Like I'm not someone who like you're gonna put the trolley problem in front of me and I'm gonna agonize over it. Like if you have to kill one like murderer to stop them from murdering innocent people, I'm okay with it.
Well, with that kill, we do start our kill count, and
Kill
our kill
count.
count is at 1.
One for Xena. How many people has Hercules killed? He killed the Minotaur in one of the movies, right? He pushed him or
But the
something.
Minotaur isn't considered human.
Okay. Statistics. Whatever, Xena's gonna win. Hope she kills more people.
Now,
I
Hercules has
support
killed more
her.
monsters, but yeah. So,
I consider the monsters more human than the humans. Whatever, he had it coming. He was just gonna keep killing people.
before I ask you what your question is for everybody, just wanted to do a shout out to Bar OC19, I think is the handle. Bara, I think it's a he, might be she, has been catching up on our videos and has been enjoying them. So shout out to them. And
Hello.
what's your question for everybody?
If you could have a horse, what color would it be? Like what like pattern of horse and
A
what would
horse
you
of a
name
different
it?
color.
Yeah, and what would you name it? Because I want one of the Palominos with the spots, and I want to name it Domino. But I don't actually want a horse. But I just want to name somebody's horse. So if you are getting a horse and you want me to think of a name for it, I will.
All right. If you have any more horse facts on Tilly or Barbie or Mac,
Yeah, Barbie's an icon.
let us know.
Rick.
The trick horse, yeah. All right. Brooke's social media is in the description below. So is mine. Check us out. Follow along. And we'll see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.